Namaste. Hi, I am Tim Doyle. I'm a student of the Golden Ones, and this is the 17th teaching class, and we're going to discuss who are the Golden Ones. All right. It was back in roughly in 1983. I was in meditation, and I would try to meditate at least once a day. This particular day, it was in the afternoon, and I sat down to meditate. Maybe I was in meditation for about 5 minutes or so. And all of a sudden, my mind's eye opened up. In front of me was a golden light beam, radiating gold. And yes, he was in like gold clothing from like royal clothing, and he just radiated this golden light from him. And he's standing in front of me, and I'm looking at him from head to toe. He had a sash on, and he reached up, and from his neck, he took a necklace. It floated. I can't say across the room because he's right there in my mind's eye, but it floated from him to me, and the necklace was placed on my neck, and there was a tingling sensation that went down my body when he placed the necklace on my neck. So I went out and I had a replica of what I saw placed upon me because I thought, wow, this was amazing. I've had some previous experience with spirit, let us say metaphysical experiences, out of body and so forth, but this was the first time that in broad daylight that this spiritual golden being appeared to me. So I thought, wow, I always want to remember this day as if I was going to forget it. So that was back down in 1983. So during that time, I was studying for becoming a metaphysical minister at the time. And along with that, a little bit afterwards, I was getting visitations from different beings that sort of it just was teaching me. I should say teaching me. I had an experience with a trapped soul that attached to me and eventually was attached to my son. And I had to discover what prayer would remove this trap being, which is the prayer of protection, what's on the website. And then another time, I had the angel of death came to me. Another time, 3 beings came to me and taught me about thought. And we traveled in my dream state. Had an out-of-body experience and an astral travel while in Peru, drank the ayahuasca and wachumi in Peru with the shamans. And it was sort of like all these experiences sort of like was giving me knowledge and information about what was going on in the world, what was going on in spirit, what was going on in my life, trapped souls, angel of death visiting me, Thoth, the prayer to remove emotional parasites, the visions I had under the ayahuasca in Peru. It was all like information here, information there, information here, information coming from many different sources, not to bring it all together. So then in 2012, just finished up traveling the world with my then wife, who spoke the light language, and we were in southern New Zealand, and I was in meditation, and it was October 2012, and a group of spiritual beings joined my meditation. And it wasn't any big deal to me because it's of my previous experiences. And I just welcomed them and said, thank you for joining. And no big deal on my part. I didn't know who they were. I've always dealt with the Great White Brotherhood and and certain teachers like that. I always talked to them, and they talked to me, and it was just, I was trained by, I don't know which group trained me to attune to the God frequency in my mind. It was a 28-day program. It's on the website as the Ascension Master Program. It teaches you how to attune to the frequency in your mind so that you're always in communications with your teachers, back and forth. They talk to you, you talk to them. And it's a communications. It's like riding a bike. You're always attuned to their frequency. So in October of 2012, this group joined me. And then in February of 2013, I'm in upstate New York. I'm in my basement, 3:30 in the morning, doing my yoga. And my teachers were talking to me. And they were telling me things. And it may sound funny to you. It may sound like I'm crazy, but I would have this ongoing conversation. They would say something to me, and I would laugh or speak out loud and talk back to them. Probably if anybody else was around, they would think I was crazy. But to me, that was always been a way of life with me. So they were telling me things, and I was saying, yep, sure, yeah, okay, I believe you, yeah, prove it to me, and such and such. And I chuckled, and they probably chuckled too. And then a couple of days later, I was woken up at 2:30 in the morning, and I was told to go to my computer and start writing. So I says, okay. So I went to my computer, and whatever I heard in my mind, it was to just write it and so forth. So I'm sitting at the computer, and thoughts start coming into my mind, and I would just type it. And I type and probably was a good page full. And I got to the end, and I read it, and I went, wow, this is kind of interesting. And there was some facts pointed out that I didn't think of before, that not then at the moment that I thought about it, I said, you're right. And so I got to the end after reading it, and I said, how should I sign it? I obviously couldn't take credit for this writing. And they said, sign it, the golden ones. So I said, okay, I like that. And then it reminded me of the visit I had with the golden being back in 1983. And then it made sense that the group that joined my meditation in New Zealand was all part of the golden ones. So this process continued over the next several days. They would wake me up at 2:30 in the morning. I would sit at the computer. They would start channeling their information to me, and I would just type it. And then whatever they typed, whatever they told me that day, I would experience it throughout the day. So I would authenticate what they were saying was the truth. So it was because I'm not gonna preach something or tell something or explain something or teach something that's not the truth. I have to experience it, and if I experience it, then it's the truth to me. Whether anybody else can believe it or not, well, that's that is up to you. But to me, it's a truth, and I can only tell the truth. So that was back in. That started in 2013. And then what happened was I started to get a lot of information, and I was teaching meditation classes earlier, back from 1986 to probably about 2000, 2002. And during those meditation classes, I was told, they says, oh, one day you will write a book, How to Play the Game of Life. And I thought, that's pretty interesting. That's a good title for a book, How to Play the Game of Life. So I started writing a book, and I wrote How to Play the Game of the Game of Life, beginner's version, and then an intermediate version. And then I came to China, and I wrote the third version, the advanced version. And it's all based on the teachings of the Golden Ones. Well, the Golden Ones, their teachings have not been on this planet since the sinking of Atlantis, which was back over 10,000 years ago. They were teaching then. I don't know who was doing the teaching. All right. All I know is their teachings were lost with the sinking of Atlantis. And now, Earth at that time went into a third dimension vibrational frequency, which was too low for the Golden Ones to stay on Earth. So they had to leave. Now, what happened on 21 December 2012, Earth moved back into a fifth dimension vibrational frequency. That's when the Golden Ones came back in October of 2012 and started connecting with me in 2013 after Earth moved into a vibrational frequency of fifth dimension. So the frequency was high enough where it was not offending their coming back to Earth and channeling their information. So let's see, what else do I want to say here at this point in time. So the basic teachings of the Golden Ones relates to the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and universal mind. Basically, it's pretty simple to understand how the conscious mind and subconscious mind works. Conscious mind validates the truth. The subconscious mind takes everything the conscious mind passes to it as a truth. And then in the manifestation process, what's in the subconscious mind is what the soul is attempting to create or manifest. It works with universal mind. And since we're here as co-creator gods, if there's any doubt or fear in your creation process, like let's say you're looking to get a new job and you say, well, I doubt if I'm going to get this job. I'll put in an application and I don't think I'm going to get it and so forth. You won't get the job, okay? We're here as co-creator gods. Gods do not doubt that what they manifest is going to materialize or not. So universal mind will not allow your manifestations to become a reality if there is doubt or fear in what it is you're attempting to manifest or bring into a reality. So keep that in mind. Always be positive. Earth here is a spiritual training school. We're all working together. So on 21 December, we started the Golden Age. The Golden Age is where souls can live to be 1,000 years old, all right? And why we can live to be 1,000 years old now is because we're becoming more aware of keeping the body healthy. We can tell you that you need to keep your body in an alkaline state, free from being an acid environment. Only diseases can live in an acid environment. So if you keep your body in an alkaline environment, you cannot get any diseases. Then we have the prayer to remove emotional parasites, which will clean your light body. All these are free tools on the website. You clean your light body, and then the cleaner your light body, the higher your vibrational frequency will be, and the quicker you'll bring into manifestations your desires. And then we have the prayer protection that will keep negative entities or trapped souls away from you. All right. And then the fourth thing is the Ascension Master Program, where you must learn to attune to the God frequency in your brain so you can communicate with your teachers. It's a 28-day program, very simple. So the first thing that kills us is diseases. And how diseases forms are no discipline in our thinking. The word disease comes dis-ease, meaning the flow of energy in the body is disrupted. It doesn't flow. So your chakras will not get the vibrational frequency it needs to live. So it causes a dis-ease when we shut down one of our chakras. For an example, let's take the heart chakra. If we have the inability to express our love to someone, to say, I love you, I care for you, then it shuts down that heart chakra. So we always want to express ourselves, telling our loved ones, and it's easy with family, especially little children, to say, I love you and so forth. But get into the habit of expressing your love for others. I care for you. There's little things to allow your heart to open up and allow your spiritual love to flow through you, right? So the word disease, we need to discipline our thinking and eliminate any disruptive or destructive thoughts towards another or towards ourselves. So you keep your body in an alkaline state. And the last thing we need to do, since we are co-creator gods, is think like God thinks. If you're doing anything, if you're, holding the door for someone else, just hold the door for someone else. Be godlike, be kind, be compassionate to the person behind you, to the person in front of you. Help someone with their chair, or if you see an old person and they need help them, assist them. We're brothers and sisters in this spiritual training classroom. There's a lot of corrupt people here. There's a lot of abusive people here. But that's just where they are in their spiritual development, all right? So we got to mind our thoughts as it relates to others in this spiritual classroom, all right? Have compassion for those who are less trained than you are. I don't know. There's a lot of new souls here. New souls are selfish. They're abusive. That's me. So be mindful of these souls and just, they're like little children. Just allow them to be, all right? Don't look at the personality. Just look at their soul. So with that in mind, I want to end this, and I want to say much love to all. Namaste. If you would like to talk to me, you can make an appointment on my website to share your thoughts, or if you want to hear about something, I love talking about anything. I have a few ideas in my mind of what I want to express to make life easier for souls on earth to become the co-creator God you're designed to be. With that in mind, namaste and much love to all. Bye-bye. See all the teachings and videos of the Golden Ones at www.thepathtowoneness.com. Also, see the teachings on the Golden Age, where souls can learn how to overcome the birth, death, and rebirth cycle. Also, see all the videos of the Golden Ones on the YouTube channel, Timothy Doyle, The Golden Ones. And visit us on Facebook and link it at The Path to Oneness.